Hey guys, this is CaptainCW bringing you guys another Contract Wars weapon review. This time of a quite new weapon recently released in the latest update, the IWI X95 R. Today we have Link Lucky alongside us to give you guys a deeper insight in the weapon. You can check out his channel linked in the description below, and he also does various types of Contract Wars videos including weapon reviews. So before we look at the how the gun performs in game and the stats and all that, and all my opinion on the gun itself, Link Lucky is going to give us an insight to the history of the weapon itself and some real-life statistics.
X95R, also known as TAR-21, made as an Israeli bullpup assault rifle chambered for 5.56x 45mm NATO ammunition with a selective fire system selected between semi-automatic mode and full automatic fire mode. TAR-21 stands for Tavor Assault Rifle 21st Century. Since 2009, it has been selected as a standard issued weapon of the Israeli infantry. Now back to you, Captain.
Alright, so before we go over the stats of the weapon in game, and I give you guys my opinion on it, we're going to go over the pricing. So first of all, this is a CR weapon, so to purchase this weapon, it's going to cost you 280,000 CR. So the price to W-task your weapon, this weapon, if you want to buy the W-task, it's going to cost you 165 GP. And the price per repair point for this weapon is 75 CR. And the price to perma repair it, and basically making it unbreakable, is 355 GP. Alright, so now that we looked over some of the pricing of the weapon, I'm going to show you guys the stats of the weapon. And this is the default X95R, the non-tasked version. So it's going to have a base accuracy of 65, a recoil of 64, damage of 35, and a fire rate of 92. Now I wanted to talk about the fire rate and the damage. Now the damage of 35 is actually very good for the 92 fire rate. Now this outclasses pretty much every SMG in the game because of the high fire rate and the quite high damage for the fire rate. You know, I mean, for 35 damage with a 92 fire rate is definitely a good combination. And the mobility is going to be 60, and reload is 62, and the penetration is 30. Now, of course, the non-task version is not going to have a silencer, but it's going to have a collimator sight, which is a good thing. You're not going to have to use an iron sight, and it doesn't have an optical sight because of the collimator sight, and it doesn't have a laser dot either. Alright, so now let's look at some of the stats of the tasked version of the X95R. Alright, so once you've tasked this weapon, you're going to be rewarded with a silencer, and some of the stats go up and some go down, so let's go over that. The only differences are going to be the accuracy, recoil, and damage and mobility. So the accuracy is going to go up to 70, the recoil is going to go up to 59, and the damage is going to take a drop from 35 to 30, and the mobility is going to go down to 53. Alright, so now that we looked at the stats of the weapon, I'm going to give you guys my opinion and actually tell you guys if the weapon is worth your CR. And I don't always believe in the stats when I read the stats. Sometimes the weapon performs differently than you'd expect it to according to the stats. So I'm going to tell you guys how I feel about this weapon. So first of all, I like how it has an unusually high fire rate compared to the other SMGs in this weapon, which pretty much outclasses most of the SMGs in this game, if not all. But one of the biggest competitor I'd say is the Vector with a very high fire rate. But the thing I absolutely love about this weapon is how it is already equipped once you get it with a collimator sight. So you're obviously going to have a large advantage over people without a W task on their weapons. So you're not going to have to use an iron sight. You're already equipped with the collimator sight, so you're going to be more accurate compared to people without W tasks. And if you guys noticed, if you have tasked your KAC PDW, it has the same collimator sight, but the difference between this one and the KAC one is that this one, the holographic, the red dot, or whatever color it is, the dot is actually significantly smaller, so it's not as bulky as the dot on the other collimator sight. It's very accurate, and I really like the accuracy of this weapon. So it's actually quite easy to get kills with this weapon in the medium to long range distances. and it's very unique because it's an SMG. I really like this weapon. It's a cross between an SMG and an AR, in my opinion. And another thing I really like about it, the switch time is very quick. So if you need to switch your secondary, because you're going to be burning through your ammunition pretty quickly with this weapon, considering it only has 30 mag capacity, and sometimes you got to just switch to your secondary if if you're in that kind of situation. So the switch time is very good, and I like that about this weapon. And the reload speed is nothing really that special, but other than that, yeah, it's a very good weapon. It's a very unique weapon. If you have the CR for this, if you're deciding on buying an SMG, this is definitely my favorite SMG in the game now. So I definitely recommend it if you're looking for an SMG that can perform really well in the longer ranges, and if you want a weapon that is already equipped with some perks, including that acclimator sight, you don't have to work for the W task for it. So, my opinion, is it worth it? Yes, I absolutely love this weapon. Drops player really quickly. If you guys are careful with your, if you're careful with your ammunition and you burst conservatively, you'll be okay with the 30 bullets in every single magazine in this weapon. So, yeah, that is my opinion on it. I think you guys should buy this weapon if you have 280,000 CR. So that is it for this review. What gun do you guys want to see in the next review? Just let me know in the comment section down below. And that is it. I will see you guys next time.